Welcome back. You're watching us here on Halftime Report. Supreme Petrochem is the next management on the show. The company has reported a good year-on-year performance, but weak sequentially. Exports remain subdued due to the ongoing crisis in West Asia. Rakesh Nair, who's the ED of Supreme Petrochem, joins us now. Thanks a lot, Mr. Nair, for joining in. And that really is the first question. You know, the Middle East crisis have impacted your exports in the second quarter. We haven't seen any remediation yet from that crisis. So in light of that, what is the guidance that you can give for exports this year and the overall guidance that you have for the entire year?
Thank you. Our exports are down, not only in this quarter, even for the first half, they are down. And essentially because of the slowdown also in Europe, America, as well as in Turkey, which is one of the biggest markets, and the West Asia, coupled with the West Asian crisis. Now, going forward, we will be perhaps trying to recoup some of it by increasing our volumes in the domestic market. But then, as of now, unless we find that there is a uptick in the market in these continents, as well as the West Asia crisis is resolved, the exports would be subdued.
Okay.
So what kind of volumes are you targeting for this entire year? Because earlier you had a 3.5 lakh tons sort of volume target. With the current crisis in the exports market, what is your target for this year?
We think that we will be able to touch around 340,000 tons.
Okay, 340,000 tons.
340,000 tons.
Okay. I think you were targeting 350,000 tons before?
Yeah, that's right. And now we are targeting around 340,000 tons.
Okay. Is there a chance that, there could be a lower target or a higher target from 340?
That's the target we have. We assuming that we are able to maintain the current rate of exports and also some growth in the domestic market. Domestic is doing all right because in the current quarter, domestic market had an uptick by around 5.5%. And in the first half of the year, the domestic market has done well. It has grown by almost 17% for us. And of course, the non-OEM sector in the current quarter did not do as per the expectations. But now the lean period will be over by the end of November or so. So the last 4 months of the current financial should take care of it, I suppose.
The reason I'm asking Mr. Nair specifically is to get a sense in terms of the demand environment that you're working in. Are you more negative about the demand environment at this point in time when it comes to, say, the export or even the domestic market? Are you neutral or are you a little bullish in terms of it picking up?
No, as far as the domestic market is concerned, we are bullish. As far as exports are concerned, barring the West Asia crisis or the European issues, the other parts of the world, the markets are fine for us.
Right. Let's talk about the operational side. How have styrene monomer prices panned out in the second quarter? How do they compare to the first quarter? What's the outlook here? And value-added product as well. You were expecting an increase in contribution coming in from that, and that would aid your margins. So on both these fronts, what's the update?
The styrene prices in this quarter were more or less stable. They were in a range, the 3-4% up and down. But as compared to the corresponding quarter of the previous year, this year the styrene prices were higher. But then during the quarter, they were stable. And as far as the value-added products are concerned, we continue to work on that, and we are currently in the same range of between 35 to 40%, depending upon the quarter to quarter and the market segments, which from where the demand comes in. But then around thereabout, we are there as far as the value-added products are concerned.
So, what's your outlook on margins in that front then? On account of stable raw material prices and stable contribution from value-added products as well?
Yeah, so as far as the annual margins percentage is concerned, I won't be able to give you any guidance on that. But then we hope to do better than the last year.
Okay, all right. You hope to do better than the last year. Just wanted to get a sense in terms of the domestic market a little more. Since you've given us your entire volume guidance, can you give us a sense in terms of the growth that you expect to exit FY25 with when it comes to domestic as well as export markets?
As far as the domestic market is concerned, I think we would be doing clocking a growth of around 8.5% or 8% thereabout. And the exports are concerned, exports would be negative as compared to the previous year.
Negative by how much?
The overall volume growth we are targeting to be closer to 5 to 6%.
Okay.
All right, take that point. Thanks a lot, Mr. Nair, for joining in. Just a final question, if we, you can quickly wrap it up. The ABS plant, when does that start contributing to your overall revenues and by how much?
The ABS plant would be completed by March. There has been a delay by almost 3 months there now, and because of this, some delay in receipt of equipments. We hope to complete it by March, and in the next financial year should see the volumes coming in from there and to be adding to our contribution. But in the full year would be the 26-27 financial year.
And what would the revenue contribution be on a full year basis?
On a full year basis, on the capacity which we are implementing, it should add around 1,000 crores to our revenue.
Okay. All right, so we're going to leave it on that note. Thanks very much for joining in and speaking with us. So that's Supreme Petro. Stock is just about lower by around 0.5% at this point in time. It's a lower volume guidance that they have guided for, 340,000 versus 350,000 earlier. They are expecting the export markets to probably decline, but they're expecting the domestic market to probably grow around 8 to 8.5% for the year. We'll take a break, but a small programming note as we slip into a break as we prepare to ring in the festivities this Diwali. Tune in to CNBC TV 18's Market Movers Forum, 3 p.m. onwards on the 24th of October, featuring guests like Ramdev Agarwal, S. Nareen, Nilesh Shah, and others to help your portfolio prosper this Diwali.